Hello and welcome to today's Codebook tutorial. In today's tutorial we're going to be looking at change tracking from within Codebook. There are a number of ways to track changes within Codebook. In its simplest form, for perhaps room changes, we have areas to which notes can be placed, such as comments, design issues notes, and briefing notes. These are very useful on a long-term project to find out why changes have occurred. As a secondary mechanism, we can also add notes and change tracking information to items of equipment, such as reason for update, date, and note. Again, a great way to collect why these changes have occurred, but it's quite difficult to pinpoint when these changes have occurred. Our next mechanism for tracking changes in a very simple visual way is located within the build and the project settings. We have an option for change tracking, to which we can set datum values, such as room number, room name, and room level. So I want to record the initial value of a number, the room name, and the briefing code. And I can reset those values now so Codebook's captured these within the database. If I take a look at my NCU11 and enter the room editor, we can see that the room name, the original value, is recorded along with its current value. If I were to go in now and change this and save this change, we can see that Codebook's highlighted there has been a design change within this room, and it's listing the original value and a value we have currently. This is a great visual way of tracking where these changes have occurred and checking what the original data and value was. Again, however, on larger projects, this may not be an ideal methodology of looking and recording these changes. Codebook also has the ability to create a snapshot of a project at a very specific point in time. We can then go away and compare this snapshot against any other image database we've created. So we can look at point A and point B and look at the changes that occurred between those points. We can create an image database by selecting Output and creating an image database. So, for instance, before a markup revisions, we could create an image database, import the data, and create an alternate image database. Once we have 2 points in time to compare, we can create a revisions database. And Codebook will ask us, okay, what's the latest image database? What do we want to compare that to as a comparison database? And Codebook will go away and create a revisions of those two databases. We can see now that Codebook has compared those two image databases and created a revisions database. So we can click OK to this notification and we can move over to our reports. And if we look towards the bottom left hand side, we actually have a revision section in Codebook, and I can do a revision summary on the entirety of my NCU departments. If I click Create Report now, Codebook will create a revision summary of this department. So if we scroll down, we can see that, okay, yes, NCU 32, we have changes of room data, room finishes, equipping, mechanical and electrical, a revision of the room type, and also a revision of required equipment. So it's a very generalized, high-level report just to say, has there been a change, yes or no? In this instance, we're going to look at the revision of required equipment because we can see there's been a change there, but we want to see more information. So we're going to close that. I'm going to select revision required equipment, and I'm going to create my report now. Now the report's completed, we can see that for the majority of rooms there is nothing to report. However, for our NCU32, we can see that we have a number of items of equipment added, omitted, added, and removed. So we can see what was removed, what was added, and what was omitted. We can do exactly the same for room data for this room. We can now scroll down and we can see the original value and the updated values. And you see that for the NCE 32, the template has actually been changed for this room. The required area is 7.8 opposed to 7.5. There's been a design change in the percentage of the required area. We can see the original activity note and the activity note updated. And also I changed the HTM55 obscure solo control to a different HTM value. So we can see what we had before and what we have now, and it's highlighted in a very clear, concise way. That concludes this short tutorial on creation of image databases and revisions databases. If you have any questions, please contact support at copicinternational.com. Thank you.